you lunatic. So no one has been able to hear anything we were just talking about. Doug's there looking at bird stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. And yet you guys are just looking at a dead screen. That's terrible. Well, welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacy.
I am Doug.
We are married. We hate each other
occasionally.
A little bit less. I was really mad at Doug, and I'm slightly less mad at him today, but could take. I don't know.
How do you stay mad at me?
Are you fucking kidding me? See, now I'm all mad at you again.
Ring the bell.
I want to smack you with the bell is what I want to do with the...
Sometimes you just throw the bell in the pool.
Sometimes I do, but really right now I want to throw you in the pool. Because see, when I'm still mad and you're like still harping on like making, not like really like...
Taking it
you haven't really taken responsibility for your actions and I'm upset and then you make a joke on it in front of a bunch of people.
Well, folks, this is a lesson for you all.
What?
Don't make jokes when you...
Just wanted to double down there, didn't you?
I'm sorry. I can never be serious.
That's not true.
When am I ever serious?
Oh my God.
I make jokes in court.
How'd that work out for you?
I thought it was funny. I didn't realize that people actually spend their child support on money that they should be paying for child support on hookers and blow.
But here we are.
But I made the joke anyway.
You didn't say it in court. You said it.
I said it out in the hall, yeah.
And then it was
brought into court by someone else.
He spends his money on hookers and blow.
I wish.
There's excitement in our neighborhood. So anyway, we do this live podcast every night. It's interactive. So no matter what platform
reach
you're
out
on,
to us.
You can comment and we'll pull it up on screen like such. That's just like a dummy one from StreamYard.
Subscribe, like us, whatever you need to do.
If you could follow us on the socials, we follow everybody back, and we're just trying to grow the podcast as much as we can. We have had, so we've currently got about like 1,500 followers across all platforms.
That's a lot of people
and
that tune into this.
We picked up 37 in the last 2 days, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry, was it 37? It might have been 50. I think it might be 50. Sorry, it was 50.
I do remember you saying that it was 37. I don't know what day that was.
Oh, then maybe it was 37. I don't know. In any case, we're picking them up quite a bit, and we appreciate you guys. And like the show gets really fun when everybody starts participating. Like when there's like 8 people and everybody's chatting, it's like a total party. But we're happy to entertain you. You just want to be quiet.
Bring it.
And if you're watching the show, the recording, you're missing out.
Then you're missing out on the interactive part.
But you're not.
We still appreciate you tuning in.
The only problem is one of these days, like we're gonna say something, we will go too far.
Yeah, I think we've gotten close.
By the way, are you wearing my concealer?
No.
What did you put on your nose?
It was up here. I put medicine. I think that's like a burn from.
It looks like you have like.
It's like a burnt. Feel it.
No, I know, but down here it looks like you have concealer on.
Yeah. Skin's all flaky.
He has used concealer before. He's
I'm
confident
vain.
in his masculinity.
I'm vain. I don't care.
Well, he doesn't want to be mistaken for a Kennedy.
I do not want to be mistaken for Ich bin ein Kennedy.
Who?
Ich bin ein.
Who the hell is Ich bin ein? Is that a Kennedy?
It's a very famous Kennedy speech. He was at the Berlin Wall, said Ich bin ein Berliner at the Berlin Wall, and basically I think he said I am a toaster. And he said something that it doesn't mean that. Actually,
really funny. There was a thing the other day that said, "Oh my! I had to pull it up." It was like something like, "Look this up in Latvian." You looked up this phrase in Latvian, and they come back at you, and it's not like the worst part is, I asked the Google Home.
Yeah.
Instead of like typing into my computer.
Yeah.
I asked the Google Home, and what comes out is like
gobbledygook.
Offensive. Like I was like, really? I literally. The person who posted it, I did it, and I commented back on their wall. Now I have to delete my Google history before I'm accused of a hate crime because it wasn't a good thing. But I don't even know what an ass Nazi is.
An ass Nazi?
That's what it's called, an ass Nazi. Is that like homophobic?
Wait, how is that Latvian?
No, you Google. The word was some American word, something about a knife. I forgot what it was. Damn it. So you Googled the word. You Googled the phrase, which I don't even know if I can find it anymore, and translate it to Latvian. And when you translated it, it sounded like ass Nazi. And I don't know what the word was now. It was like knife.
Not even sure what that is, but it's probably bad.
Like kitchen knife or like
hot dog.
I don't even know. So anyway, this is a podcast where
And
you
we're not-
don't know
yeah,
what
we
we're
don't
going to
know what
talk
it's about.
about. It always goes off the rails. One of us is usually pretty inappropriate,
Well,
and one of us is fake.
Mm.
He's not really fake, but he's definitely on his best behavior.
my hair is fake. Look at that.
Your hair is not fake.
it's
That's your real
glued
hair.
on.
You do need a haircut, though.
I do.
What is this?
I don't know. What are you doing? It's my sideburn.
Apparently, you have like one little.
I don't know.
You have like a dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
We missed it, y'all. I cut his hair on like. I will be in agonizing pain and have to like take a break halfway through. And I keep saying, well, let's just do your haircut on the podcast, 2 birds with 1 stone, because it takes a lot out of me to do the podcast. But he does not want you to see him.
No, I don't want that. And
I thought I would teach everybody.
What are you
going
to sweep up out here? It's going to get in the pool. It's going to clog the filter.
Shut back.
Well, I had other ideas for out here.
By the way, you also wanted to get fucking birds out here.
I do. We
have a pool cage. It's like a screen that goes all around your pool.
Right. So this was inspired by when we went to the Butterfly House and Museum in Key West. The butterflies flying around.
I would get
like,
butterflies.
why don't we have?
There's a woman in Key West in Cape Coral that has butterflies, and she brought them in under the storm the other night.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We could do it. Apparently, those larvae are really expensive, and they live like a day and a half.
If you'd like to send us some butterflies, we will put them up.
Imagine
if you would like to send us 2 flamingos, we would like that too.
So
you gotta have at least 2.
I have a depressing thought.
What?
All those butterflies we saw at the Butterfly Museum.
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
They're dead. Because butterflies don't live very long. So the point is, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff we want to talk about, but we never agree on anything. Like we see the world through different eyes. Like Doug,
like Bert and Ernie up in this.
Doug votes one way and I vote the other, and I think on camera that's backwards, but I'm not really sure because how it comes across.
It's opposite.
The bottom line is one of us donated to Obama and one me. In any case, we don't agree on that, but we still love each other.
You needed it. You needed a boost.
Okay. And also I'm like really spiritual and I like 90s music and like old school rap, although we both like old school rap. That's one thing we like musically. Doug loves Billy Joel, his favorite.
Although that TikTok you said today was very funny.
Which one? The Billy Joel one?
Where the Cadillac sign.
The Cadillac.
Well,
we'll pull it up.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I can pull it up.
Okay.
I don't know. We see the world differently. So it means sometimes we bicker and we try to be as real with you guys as possible. There's a few things we haven't been able to talk about on the podcast. Like we
politics,
had a financial legal matter that we had to deal with. We do talk about politics sometimes, but we drop off of it fairly quickly because we realize we're not going to meet in the middle. And, like we'll just kind of,
with this country.
It's weird because like I'll go on tirades about natural health and like not trusting the government or asking important questions. You'll get going like on a specific issue and I will not agree with you at all, but I will realize that there's no conversation to be had. So let's move on. And I'll tell people to do their own research.
It's called a filibuster.
I just want people to do their own research. And I think it's good if you have an opinion. But like there's a lot of times like
what do they care what mine is?
Like I'm not going to even have a conversation with you about a political issue I'm not well versed in the house. I'm certainly not going to make a fool of myself on national fucking internetdom. Podcastism,
internet,
whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called.
It's
like because you would say national television.
It's called online. It's America Online.
On the line.
It's America Online.
Webs. So I don't know, but we don't do we bicker but we've been
there's
married.
Things we don't talk about at all.
We've been married. I don't know that that's really true.
Yeah, we just know it's going to end up bad.
What? Oh,
usually
you and I don't talk about
usually politics. We don't.
We kind of avoid a lot of political subjects and because it doesn't end well. But we do talk about current events a little bit, whatever.
We do, and aliens and malls
we're kind of all over the place today. So Doug's brilliant idea.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
The funny thing is the podcast title tonight is specific to the Porsche story, but we will tell this first because it's crazy. This man, so it's pool cage. We live in Southwest Florida. Shout out
plants. We have
to our fellow Floridians.
Fruit plants. We have all kinds of basil plants.
Yeah,
herbs.
Except we might need to bring our plants inside. Doug has an electric blanket.
I do. I dug out the electric blanket because it was chilly.
What is it? 58?
It's 60 right now.
It's 60 degrees.
It's freezing down
here.
We
could freeze to death.
Well, we could. It's going down to a low of. Oh, actually, it's heating up. This is the low. right now.
It's 61.
It's 61
We're
right now.
risking life and limb for you. That's how much we love you.
We'll be frozen in.
We care about the podcast. By the way, Vitamin C and Nations Family are
Hello.
following us
Hello,
on
Nations
Instagram. And
would it be
we don't know
Nations
who's
Nation?
I don't
Like
know.
Red Sox Nation?
The thing that's interesting is we can't see who all is watching us. Oh, wait a second.
What do you got? Oh, you
No,
can see
we can't.
numbers.
We can't see who's watching us.
Oh.
So
Oh
well, that makes me sad.
Well.
But here we are. So
we're doing this anyways. All right, so
the
screen lanai with the plants and the we have a tree.
Tell them what you said. I'm going to look up how much they cost.
So my thought is like, why don't we get some birds flying around in here, like little parakeets or lovebirds or something, like flying around here? It'd be nice. And so Stacey was like, they're expensive. Lovebirds are expensive. They're like $70 a piece. I'm like, no, we're getting the $12.50.
This lovebird is $6,000.
Yeah, well,
these
I don't love them that much.
These peach face ones, much like ourselves, that sounds racist to me. Those are $200.
Lovebirds, Jackie and JoJo are $200 a piece.
I think that might be
no. We just need like parakeets or something. Like whatever's cheap, whatever's $9.99 at Costco.
So what you're saying is you don't give a shit if the bird dies.
No. I care that the bird dies.
I just out of the pool.
I don't want to spend a lot of money on the thing.
Do you think
what are those little gray ones with like the red beak that they have in the pet store? They're like 50 of them.
We're gonna go to PetSmart and buy a bird. Is that like?
I don't think they show the birds.
But are they like?
Those are.
Is it humane to buy a bird from a pet store? Should we adopt
from a bird farm?
Should we adopt
the bird? No.
Maybe we should just take one of the. There's so many fucking birds in Florida. There's those wild Quakers. We could just catch a couple.
See, now that seems mean. I'm going to take you and keep you in a small area, like in prison.
Okay, so here's my question. The animal is inherently safer in the pool cage than it would be outside of the pool cage.
Yeah, but he's not going to have
the
fullest life.
Are like pythons going to try to come through the cage to eat the bird?
We have had a snake in the pool, or two in the pool
cage. 3 snakes in the pool. None of them would have eaten the bird.
Oh, that black racer was nasty. Yeah, he would eat that bird.
I don't think he.
I don't think he could have eaten that bird. His face was like that big, so yeah, it wasn't that good. But would birds attract snakes to our lovely?
I don't know, but somebody watching this podcast and it's called Marital Hate just saw me go like this, and there's someone out there that doesn't have their video on or their audio on now, and there's no captions.
I know the truth,
so they think that I put my finger up your butthole.
Oh, well, I know the truth, and that's going to be kept within me and my proctologist.
Oh, speaking of, so in this group I belong to, it's like a mom's group. And by the way, this group is never like all these women come like post anonymously about their problems. So this juicy. So there's two different ones. One woman wants what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. What are you doing?
I was just making sure that the comments were on.
Yeah, they're on.
We haven't had a comment yet, and that's unusual.
Nobody likes you. I know, it is very weird. No comments. Everyone's dead.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
All right, so tell us about your little friends and the problems.
So my will you do a test comment while I say it? My little friends and their problems?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's this mom's group, and so there's always these questions, and they usually have nothing to do with the subject of the group. They just start asking questions. So one of them was asking her husband. They've been married for 10 years. And have had get it. Brian's here and he says, "Hey, long time Stacy Doug, I missed you. Hey Brian, we're so glad you're here." He's been winning a lot lately. I don't know what, but he has. Doug, all right. Look at that. Doug says comment.
I commented.
It's unusual for us to not have any comments.
Yeah.
So
we're just clearing out
the woman. So Doug wants. Oh, sorry. Back to this. Doug wants birds for the pool area. I think they will shit everywhere.
It's occupational hazard.
And I'm worried snakes will go, or like alligators will be like going through the thing, or like bears. Whatever animal wants to eat our captive birds.
Nobody's gonna eat the bird.
The bird is. Well, maybe we could get somebody who has a bird to bring their bird over and see how that works out. If you have a bird we can borrow, please bring it over.
Yeah, let them fly around.
We've asked her, we don't, we're like, if you guys want to sponsor the podcast, that would be cool.
If you want to send us a bird egg and we'll sit on it for a month.
Tank, or pay for or give us an RV for a year, or any of these things, we're willing to take it. We are willing to take it.
We'll take what you got. Canned goods.
Really anything.
Old clothes.
Used socks. You can use the socks for dusting and to cover your penis.
Oh, nice. Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
He's gonna need one of those like crew necks, that go up like halfway up the calf. Doesn't have to, not a knee high. And so what? I didn't say crew.
Definitely not one of those invisible ankle socks.
No. Okay, not the point. But you know what? If you went with something like a little heftier, like a hockey sock, you can get your balls in there too. That'd be nice. And your what did we call your balls the other day?
No, I don't even remember. Oh,
that was on the podcast.
Testicle convenience store or something.
Yeah. What was wait, you have to watch that podcast because that was hilarious. By the way, the marijuana is kicking and I'm about to get silly. Right. So birds in the
I think it would be nice. I think
to have butterflies would be better.
Flitting around
but I don't know that we have anything that butterflies need to survive.
We could. This is very legal.
Get more plants.
Go down there. Get ourselves a little net. Get a couple of them owls from down the street. It's so illegal.
We would go to prison for 30 years.
They would come and get us on the thing.
No, we'd be doing the podcast in the background. That's not the noise I make. And they would be like taking us out in cuffs. We would be nice to them though.
We're a family. We're friends and family to the animal world.
Not if we're putting them in our pool cage against their will.
Come on.
Although our pool
Who doesn't want a pet owl?
Our pool cage is pretty much bigger.
What in the name of Harry Potter?
Okay, I'm just talking about regular birds now, not the endangered species owls that happen to live on our street. I don't want a yard chicken, but Christina said I should get a bird today, that I should train it to talk. I would train a bird to say fucked up shit. The bird would constantly be like, Dad!
It would be like, take your monologue.
Have you drank your water? That's a good idea.
What?
A bird that'll nag you so I don't have to do it. Because I don't like being the nagging wife, and yet here we are, and I fucking hate it. As a matter of fact, I had a whole therapy session about it today. Yeah. Well, not really a whole. It was like a quarter of it. I talk really fast. I like to get my money's worth. And plus, this. So no birds.
Right, so no birds.
Well, no, I'm not saying no birds. I'm saying maybe. Right. We need to have some sort of animal expert. I think Trace is sick and she's sleeping. So shh.
Oh yeah, she is kind of an animal expert. Don't wake her up. She's getting older. About a minute.
Her birthday is in 2 days. We have to do something. I don't know what.
Well, you better hurry.
Send her a stripper.
Should I
send a lady stripper over to my lesbian friend's house?
No, because then the stripper knows where she lives, and that's not good.
Well, but maybe it's a lot of strippers are gay. A lot of strippers are gay.
No, you never send a stripper to your own house or anybody you know's house.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
What if you don't like them? What if they conveniently live right around the corner from a strip club?
And multiple sex offenders.
And you want them to be
a mile and a half.
I would never do that. I just have a little unresolved anger. So,
all right. So maybe with the birds.
Maybe with the birds. Maybe
we do some research into it.
You do research or get the viewers to do it, and we'll take it from there. We'll have a vote with the viewers. Birds, butterflies. What do we do?
Hey, birds live in Home Depot, so that's what I'm saying.
They could do worse. Would you let them in the house sometimes?
No,
never.
Well,
not even
if there's a hurricane.
What if it's their birthday?
I don't know. It depends if
What if it's their birthday?
What is it? Cheat day and she's not dressing? All right. So here's the thing. If I get close with the birds, if they're nice birds, I would let them in the house because I'm not an animal.
I kind of want to go get some fucking talking. I want a talking bird so bad.
A talking bird. Talking birds are big and they have big beaks.
Y'all,
I don't want anything with a big beak.
Think about the things we could teach a talking bird to say. What would a talking bird say if it listened around here?
You would know. That's a funny story.
You know what it would do? Christina's voice in little tiny in the background. Motherfucker. That's what she says. Motherfucker. It's fast. And of course it would say all the crazy things that we heard on Love After Love.
Oh my God. We have so many Love After Love.
She was in prison. He's in prison. In prison. prison. It's the whole fucking show.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
That was another one. He's gonna die. So okay, so bird plan on hold,
Okay.
but possibility. I think we get one really good bird and teach it to say all kinds of stuff. We could adopt a bird.
I want like a flock. I want like several.
I told you if we won the lottery, we could buy that island place that we saw on Cottage Key.
Yeah.
And we showed it on the podcast one night and get like 50 fucking macaws and have it be the tiki room. We train them to sing the tiki room. The tiki
so here's
room.
Here's the thing. I want so many birds in this screen area.
In here, I want a bigger screen
so that
area
when if one dies, I don't even notice.
Do you remember the end of Who's That Girl?
When they had down the street with the cat.
No, when the guy at the end of Who's That Girl, they returned the cat to Montgomery Ward in his penthouse apartment.
Oh yeah, he has he has a whole zoo thing up there.
It's like a zoo, and that's what I want. I'm gonna pull this up.
Tracy is not sleeping. She has lost track of time. Well, we were looking for an animal expert. You were a little late. Yeah, late to the party.
Can we have butterflies and or birds in this enclosure?
Fill birds in here.
And also, how are you feeling? And also, we love you. And also, is it appropriate to send you a stripper for your birthday? Because Doug says not to send it to your house.
No, nobody wants a stripper sent to their house. No one. I don't want a stripper nowhere.
Do you find strippers to be attractive? I personally find the women to be attractive. Some of them, but the men. Ugh,
well, they're all going to college. They're all working themselves.
Not all of them are working themselves through college. Many that, yes, I hope they all are. I don't believe that to be true, and I don't necessarily think everybody should go to college. And I think that if you want to shake your ass for money, good for you. Good for you. I would do it.
Hey,
I would in a hot minute. Anybody want to pay money to see me shake my ass? I will do it. I'll do it for a reasonable price.
I see it for free.
When have you ever seen me dance naked?
Dance? I don't know. Sometimes you'll do like a little maneuver.
I'm sorry. When have I done a doodle-doodle
I don't know.
naked?
You have in the history of our relationship, sure.
That's going to be horrifying. That has to be completely horrifying. I'm so sorry that you have to see that. That's scary as shit.
I didn't leave. I didn't avert my gaze.
I think you really can. Where are you going to go?
Yeah, that's true. I would go in the lanai, but there's birds out there.
Maybe you should get a job part-time at a bookstore so you could find somebody.
You said, never mind. I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it. Which started with, at least I didn't, whatever. No, it's just not good.
It's not good?
No, I'm not going to say it.
Is it an attack on me or someone else?
Well, sort of, yeah. Your proclivity to turn people
gay. I've turned many people gay. I don't know what to tell you. I suck a dick so good you have to have the home field advantage to beat it. Yeah. Or I'm a fat girl and gay guys love fat girls.
Don't know. Tracy's laughing. I say that all the time. Doodly dee, wiggle wiggle, jiggle jiggle here. So sexy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I have a mental picture of Bex and Tracy dancing around naked. I'm sorry. You guys are so cute. I love it. But I will see it. Literally. I have a picture of them doing it
wiggle,
right now.
Wiggle wiggle jiggle jiggle here. Dudley D.
And it's almost like the motion I'm picturing is like Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yes, right. That's not nice.
But they're both naked,
but
and
they're
I know
kind
what
of in
look
unison and kind of.
I vaguely know what they look like. I mean, Becky's imaginary, and so she says, "You are welcome." What are we welcome to?
Welcome
to send a porn.
I don't know
if we have any money left, but you know. I know. Actually, my friend.
But she didn't answer the question.
My friend Kristen was watching the podcast, and she
has money to send a stripper to someone else in Georgia. Like because that way it's not an interstate situation.
Oh, my friend Kristen Nation said she has news. Sorry,
she's got news.
The comments don't come up on. We're on like a whole other screen for that. What is
we have 3 screens, and you're opening things that you did. This is insanity.
What do you mean? It's insanity.
You have Farmville on your.
I don't have Farmville on.
Instagram.
The Instagram has to be on.
Went dark.
It didn't go dark. Didn't go dark.
It looks dark to me.
Okay, you just be silly.
I'm the king of the nighttime world.
The king of the nighttime world. Okay. Kristen says, I have news. Mark is having a baby.
Who's Mark?
Mark is her oldest son who got married
And
last year. We were
Mark
supposed to go to the wedding.
Is going to be the first
I was just
man,
saying-
you've heard it here first, the first man to ever be pregnant and give birth out his urethra.
No, I do know for a fact that Mark has a pee-pee because I was there on the tail end of potty training, if I'm not mistaken, and I changed his little brother Connor's diapers. They are grown-ass men now, very, very tall.
2 PBs for the price of one, it sounds like.
Something like that. In any case, my friend Kristen is going to be
congratulations.
a grandma.
That's
the funny thing
good.
is, she told me one day when she was running out the door.
Yeah.
And she just probably doesn't remember, but I'm super excited.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me. So it's news to me, Kristen.
And the funny thing is, the mom is from my hood.
Oh, I think you did tell me that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like,
was that the wedding we were going to go to?
It was. And actually, I still have not sent them.
Yeah, no. It's not good.
Well, yeah. Maybe I'll send a baby gift and the wedding gift at the same time, and they'll be the same theme. Well, tell them to have a goddamn boy.
Don't have a boy.
Kristen says, okay, now you have Ken laughing, obviously, Julia. Yeah, so I don't want to be like, oh yeah, Julia's from the mom. Julia is from Fall River, but she's from Fall River, which is my hood. And she, of course, they are all in Georgia, and they have a growing, beautiful family. I've known Ken and Kristen since I was 19 years old. And yeah, Kristen through my baby shower when I had my twins, she was like, we were like Desperate Housewives before there were Desperate Housewives. We were Army wives, but before there were Army wives, because we were Navy wives. We were like 5 houses apart, and we knew all the same people.
Yeah.
And Kristen had like a bunch of pets, and somebody left a voicemail one day. It was like, can we come over to you? Can we get tickets to your zoo? And she's still, oh my God, she has even more pets now. Kristen, now that you're here, it's a boy.
It is a boy.
Oh my God. So
I don't tell anybody though.
Instagram doesn't come up in our comments, so we can pull them up on the TV. You have to go on either Facebook or TikTok. Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube will let us pull comments up. Insta doesn't, but we can still see them. Okay, so I'm getting the baby trains. I'm getting the baby freaking trains. And they'll probably be like, oh, you have to PVCs, PFCS, but it's Little Tykes. Her son must have played Little Tykes trains at my house 5,000 times. I had this little train set, and he just would play and play and play and play and play and play. And he said Miss Stacy in the cutest little voice.
Did he have a little Southern drawl? The kid have a little Southern drawl?
Kind of. Oh, Kristen has the sweetest Southern accent. And actually, Kristen, I didn't see her in 20 years. We got lunch in Atlanta one day. It was in for business.
Yeah,
and we went
lunch in Atlanta.
I flew into Atlanta. I was staying in like a super posh hotel. It was like $500 a night. And with like the round, like we went to
rotating
restaurant up top. We went for lunch. And so the first thing Kristen says to me is, I can't believe you married a Democrat. Words that have been legend for, I don't even know. And every time he says something I don't agree with, like, I'm like, I can't believe I married a Democrat.
Quoted. It's always quoted in this house. I can't believe I married a Democrat.
And the thing that's funny about it is we're both, somewhat center. Like, we're both center of our party.
Oh, I have some crazy ideals on things, and some very liberal ideals, but I'm not.
But you're not for where your party is currently at. I'm telling you,
I don't know where anybody's at. To be honest with you, these days, it's.
And by the way, I'm definitely what most people would call a libertarian, but that means you end up voting for a more conservative candidate. But they all fucking suck. Actually, there's this thing about that came out. It was one of the congressmen got up and spoke, and it was like, I have to pull it up. It's like this list of charges, and it was like all these people with all these terrible crimes were members of Congress because they're all fucking dirtbags.
Although we won't have Chris Christie to.
Did he die?
No, he pulled out of the race.
Oh darn. To kick around anymore?
He got stuck in a honeypot.
If you kick Chris Christie around, would he roll?
He will wobble, but he won't fall down.
I was thinking he would roll like the hippos in Super Mario Wonder.
Ooh, with the bouncy.
Those things are so cool.
You
They're
know, like those
hippos.
bouncy things that used to like ride on when you're a kid, like the ball.
Yeah,
with the
you can
handle.
kick them and then you can jump on them. It's really fun.
It is fun.
Not that you should kick hippos. Don't kick hippos.
No, we like hippos.
We
They're
love
most
hippos.
dangerous animal.
Should we get a hippo and keep it out here?
Oh, hell yeah. Right in
Can
the pool.
we get a hippo and keep it out?
I think
here?
they eat a lot. Those things.
Well, watermelons. I told you to get 2 watermelons the other day, but you wouldn't do it.
Oh, well, you like the bag of watermelons.
Maybe.
Because they look
Can
like
I tell
a
you
ball
something
sack.
really funny?
Yeah, why don't we just take time out of this this podcast to
I still haven't gone to the
talk
Porsche
about your.
So you know how when I had partials at first, which is just the bottom and then the top was not dreadlocked. And what happened?
She also has naturals.
I have big naturals. Yes.
Big naturals.
I had a guy at I popped by his office and we were gonna go on a date like soon. He's like, "Oh, why don't you swing by? You're right around the corner." And I was there for like 5 minutes. And he texted me and asked me if my tits are real. I'm like, bye. Bye.
You would know.
My tits are so fucking real, and you missed out, motherfucker.
They for reals is what they is. Okay. That's what the kids say.
I can suck a dick gay. I can suck a dick gay. I sucked it so hard it went gay.
I'm sure your parents are proud.
They've never been proud of me in my life.
Well.
Anyway, that was not the point. Thank you for that painful reminder. What were we talking about?
You were talking about Christian nations, and then you were talking about your hair. You were talking about the naturals.
Oh, I don't know where my hair. So when you have loose hair, because this is like Velcro, it sticks to it. And my hair broke off, and I look like Dennis the Menace. And so they put extensions on a couple of them, and I don't know which ones they are. So there's a couple
that's
that have
not you.
This much hair that's fake, and I can't tell where it is.
No, I can't tell. I can't tell.
It was just enough to weigh the hair down.
It feels about the same.
Tell me the Porsche story, shall we?
Okay.
Finally, the Porsche story.
Yeah.
We take
the aftermath of the Porsche story was funnier than the actual Porsche story.
Maybe.
So
we I know, but when I go on a tirade, people usually find that to be enjoyable. And I'm about to go on a tirade.
Yep.
Although I've had a lot of it's been 4 days.
Yeah. To settle down.
It's going to be really like a weak tirade. It's going to be a limp dick of a tirade. Oh, and I never finished the thing about the crunchy moms.
No, you did not. We'll
get back to that. We'll talk about this right now. So it's going to be a tirade, but it's like a limp dick of a tirade. It's not going to be my usual feistiness. You're just going to have to brace yourselves. My tirades are legend. I don't do much well, but a tirade I can do. Okay, so we take a right on Santa Barbara, head up the road. I drive a Jeep. My Jeep has 210,000 miles on it. My Jeep is currently making a noise that makes me feel like it's not safe to drive. I need Tony to come look at it. Tony, come look at it.
Gonna put out the Tony
signal. Message him again. Hey, Tony, can you come by? I think anytime he sees a Jeep, he should know that he should come to my house and fix mine.
All right,
and he has 2 in his driveway.
Because it's a good story.
Okay. So I take the right at the light.
Take the right.
The right to go on that street, and we're driving along. I'm driving my Jeep. My Jeep, not the most mechanically sound, not the most aerodynamic. It's just not. And here's the other thing too, is it's one thing to cut off somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get to that.
It wasn't as much as a cutoff as a pull out.
Well, he pulled out in front of us off of a side street, right by Publix, right by the light, like just cut out right in front of us. And I'm driving my Jeep, and it was very close to us, and I had to lock up my brakes. Actually, I didn't lock. Well, I locked up my brakes and I downshifted. Thank you for driving a stick shift. There was no screeching because I'm a safe driver. And so we get up to the light, and he's right next to me. And I turn and I go, and he opens. Hang on, I want to just go back. It's one thing to cut off somebody in a Volvo. It's one thing to cut off somebody in an F-250. But when you cut off somebody in a Jeep with no doors or somebody with a motorcycle, it's a shit Porsche. Fucking maneuver.
Porsche.
Yeah, it was a fucking Porsche. So the pussy in the Porsche, we're getting to that. Motherfucker, again, limp dick of a tirade. So it's not going to be as good as usual. Prepare. Opens his window this much. Like a fucking pussy. Who does that? A pussy. Like a meow, meow, meow. Pussy, pussy, pussy. That man.
There's our short clip for the week right there.
That man is not changing the tire. In any case, this motherfucker, opens his window this much, and I'm like, I had the right of way. And he goes, "Oh, sorry, but you're going like you're coming in hot. First of all, you're driving a fucking Porsche. 2, you drive like a goddamn pussy. 3, you are a goddamn pussy." Okay, so he's like, cuts out in front of me to cut across 2 lanes. Again, I was the only car. He could have just waited for me to pass. Just 2 seconds.
It was kind of one of those, like, is he going to go? Is he going to go? He's not going to go. He went.
There was no reason to believe he would go because
no need to go.
I was right there.
Wait 2 seconds.
Like, I had the right of way. And of course, many people will tell you, anybody who's seen an accident on 3A in Scituate will tell you half the accidents are caused by people letting people go.
Yeah. But this thing, like, literally was that side street is literally like less than half a block from
and
the
it wasn't
lake.
And it wasn't that close, but it wasn't like I was like, about
it wasn't
like I was,
you know.
but it was, it was just enough that I like my heart was very elevated. And my thing is like, after that happens, typically I'm like, I wish them peace, love, and happiness. I wish them peace, love, and happiness. And I just couldn't get there because of the way he reacted, because he was like, instead of just being like, if he had just said, "I'm so sorry, I thought you were further away,"
or "My bad," something like that.
My bad.
Sorry.
Okay. If you said "my bad," I'd be like, totally cool, been there. Because I have.
But basically he said,
when I fuck up in traffic or anywhere else in life, I try to own it. Yeah. And I think people have seen me do that here on the podcast.
But he's like, "You're coming in hot." Well, that makes you even a worse driver because you're the one that pulled out in front of him.
And by the way, you fucking idiot.
Dumbass.
You goddamn pussy.
Dumbass. Porsche ass.
He had
He had him what? Tinted windows?
He's in a Porsche.
Yes.
He's driving, and there's a woman in the car with him, by the way. How? I don't know. It must have been like his, I don't know.
She didn't get the memo.
His psychiatrist who has to soothe him throughout his days of being an asshole. Oh, wait, no, my therapist has told me narcissists do not go. No, I don't know that he's a narcissist. I shouldn't put a diagnosis on him, but he's a piece of shit. So he's with this person, and I'm like, wow, I hope he apologizes to you that way. But shoot, when somebody tells you an apology, and they're like, but blah, blah, blah. Like, how about, "I'm sorry, I should not have done that." Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. I wish you peace, love, and happiness. So at the end of the conversation, by the way, so he's like, "You are coming in hot." And I'm like, this is a Jeep. It is less aerodynamic than a cow. And he, "Have a wonderful day, sir." This much. Then at one point he opened it a little bit more, and then he closed it again.
And I thought he was intimidated by your big husband.
This is what I look like. We're dancing and singing in the car, having a good old time for ourselves. Do I look like I'm fucking shit up? Really? And maybe if you're afraid of people having road rage, you shouldn't cut them off in your fucking Porsche. So this is where it gets worse. We go to Starbucks because I need caffeine. Although at this point, caffeine was probably a bad idea because my adrenals are, and I have adrenal failure,
and you're all hyped up about this guy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was hyped up about the guy. So at this point, it didn't make sense because I was hyped up about it. That's why I shouldn't get caffeine. So I go there, and so we get it or whatever, and we pull around the building, and there's a fucking navy blue Porsche Cayenne in the parking lot. I'm like, is that fucking them? Are they fucking following us? And so whatever, we leave. We go to Costco. By the way, Costco was a delight. I'm not going to sully Costco with this story. I'll finish this story about this stupid motherfucker. Probably fucks his own mother after we'll go to Costco because I don't want to ruin that. But we went there. We leave. We're coming home. What do we see? Fucking navy blue Porsche. Then, a few minutes later, I see another one. No, one was it one in the parking lot?
They were everywhere that afternoon.
There were 4 total navy blue Porsche Cayenne. Sorry, one was black. The final one was black. I'm sitting there in the car with Doug and I look at him and I go, if I see one more fucking navy blue fucking Porsche, I am going to fucking lose it. And I look up and fucking black.
There's another one.
And yeah, so then we lost it.
I thought that when the guy rolled down his window, we should have asked him for some Grey Poupon.
I think I wanted to beat him in the head with some Grey Poupon. We used to drive around with Grey Poupon. When you could get the little glass bottles from hotels. Those were great.
I've never stayed at a hotel fancy enough to give me a little bottle of Grey Poupon.
Okay.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, you have. You've stayed in a hotel fancy enough to give you a bottle of Grey Poupon with me.
Really?
Yeah. And don't forget the Freddie Mercury suite.
It's the Red Roof Inn.
We've never been to a Red Roof Inn. That's gross. It's for warehouse workers and sluts.
Ooh, there you have it, folks.
What? Do you know any warehouse workers or sluts? We don't know anybody.
I don't know anybody like that.
God bless you all. Chase is good old Florida drivers. Yeah, I'm for sure these people are snowbirds. Oh, I do want to talk about this though. I sent this to Christina today. Let me see if I can get it open. So, oh, my lips are dry. So there's a couple in Cape Coral where we live who are snowbirds, as are many. No, I have to save it first. Yeah, I have to save it first. Cancel. Bear with me, kids. So there's a couple here in Cape Coral who
Why do you need to save that? You can't just show
it won't let me open it.
Oh.
Maybe that'll do it. Okay. So there's a couple in Cape Coral who has they're snowbirds, and they have a Jeep that they left in their garage while they were gone, as you do. Although a lot of people don't have multiple cars because then the car's not getting run or whatever. But what they did, they came home to what is probably a Jeep owner's worst possible nightmare.
Mold.
The whole thing was covered in fucking mold. It looks like it's camo, but it's all fucking mold. It looks like it's on every surface. It's all the vinyl, not the hard plastic or the pleather, but the vinyl seats, like the silicone stuff and everything. It's except the hard plastic. It's
And why is she touching it?
Well, maybe
don't touch the mold.
Maybe she's pointing at it, but yeah, no, that's everywhere. And so I don't know what the end resolution was, but it was funny because like they didn't know what it was. They asked the whole town, and people are like, "Oh, your hot water heater must be leaking or whatever." But the reality is, Jeeps, especially hard tops, have a tendency to leak. They had come from the beach, and I guess their swimsuit had been wet and their seat got wet underneath it. But I think it's more likely that the top leaked and there was water in it.
And probably a little of both.
And by the way, like if you own a Jeep, the first thing you do, like before you even drive off the lot, is pull your drain plugs. Just the first thing you do.
Pull your drain plugs.
Pull your drain plugs.
It's not hard. And
after a little while, you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to rip the carpet out and spray the whole fucking thing, which, by the way, I would love to do.
Yeah.
Tony
doesn't. We don't need Tony for that.
Tony occasionally likes the podcast. I appreciate that about him. He's very sweet.
Yeah, we like Tony.
And I know that he's like a sweet, he's a sweet man of faith, and probably
he's probably horrified.
Probably has to go to confession for watching the podcast. Hey, if I put that there, it's a little bit better.
No, it's not bad. Do you have something else, or do you want? I have some clips to show.
I wanted to just wrap up on the Costco.
Oh, Costco. Costco was fine.
We had a great time at Costco.
We always have a great time at Costco.
Well, people, you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanted to go where people know your troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name because you showed them your membership card. That's how they know. You show them your card. And so we have each our own. I have an executive. He is the old style. But here you go. And so we have the app. And you can Instacart things.
Tried to use my Blockbuster card the other day and they didn't take it.
You don't still have a Blockbuster. You do somewhere.
I had it for a long time. I don't know if I still have it.
My lips are dry.
My lips are sealed.
Okay, settle down, Belinda. So what were you talking about? So the Costco. So there was all like the New Year stuff is out. Like home organization and
bins.
like healthier food,
Ottomans.
supplements, that kind of thing is all out. Yeah, there's a lot of
Hydration.
furniture. Furniture is a big one. I don't know that. Yeah, maybe people are decorating their homes or whatever. And then they've got so we got there on a Sunday, so it's a little bit picked over on Sundays, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, it was sorry. It was crowded.
They were restocking, like there was boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we like there was different people that we passed in the aisles. Like, oh, there's the Indian family, and I was like, oh, your twins are so cute. And then
Jamaicans that liked your
Oh no, so there's this guy that walks up to me, bald guy, black, has like a newsboy hat on. He's like, I love your hair. Oh, I was talking to the Costco lady about how I loved her accent, and she's from here, but she sounds Canadian. We were all like, you sound like you're from Canada. Yeah. And so then, we said Canada.
I said Minnesota.
So then he was me and the Costco lady. So the guy's like, oh, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh my God, I love your hat. And I'm like, oh my God, I love your wife's beautiful hair. And your daughter is so beautiful.
And then she turns to the grandmother.
And I go, I love your turban. I did. I love them all. They were so nice. Maybe they want to live in the book. Oh my, you can't say that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I meant like, do they want to live here? Like, I would like people to come home with us. They're adorable. Like, I always want to put, like I always say, I want to put people on a shelf. I'm like, I want to put you in my pocket. You're so cute. I love you. I don't know how to say it. It's not, I didn't mean it in a like bad way. I mean, in like keep you with me all the time.
But you did like the woman's turban, which I thought was, because you were just complimenting them so, because you were so excited that they liked your no, it's
please don't send me hate mail. God, what?
No, it's because you were like going from one to the other. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are great. I love you. Love your little family.
Good energy going.
And then she turns and she's like, I like your turban.
So,
which I don't think I've ever heard said before. I like your turban.
Her turban was beautiful.
I mean, I've seen turbans before that are terrific.
I love your turban.
But I never felt the urge to stop the percent, ma'am. I love your turban.
Well, the funniest part was next. I ran over my skirt with my cart.
And it's like around the wheel.
But I have underwear on, and it's a very stretchy skirt.
You needed a turban for your bathing suit area.
I think I would have been like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I borrow your turban
for
my
quickly?"
But I had problems. Problems.
I love your turban.
I'm just trying to be nice to people, and unfortunately, I'm not good at being normal. So I really love people. I love to help people. It's like my favorite thing, but I'm terrible at everything. And so what happens is I fuck up. Like I should be a TV show, like like Beetle Bailey, Beetle Bailey, yeah, Beetle Bailey, or like one of those shows where like there's the guy that he tries to do the right thing, but he constantly fucks up. That's like a constant storyline.
Well, I wish I just had film crews on you like the whole time, because
Stacey Goes to Costco.
Like if we had the film crew, we could have showed people like the cutoff, and then our hilarious like ensuing conversation.
The mayhem.
Yeah,
my lips are so dry.
I like your turban.
I like your turban. So then I was in another aisle, and there was a guy who had longer dreads than me, and he was super nice, and he's
had him since he was 13, 14.
He's 29, and he feels like he's so old, and he's been growing them for
15 years,
15 years, like his whole life basically. And he was super nice. It was, I don't remember what the timeline was. He's super nice, and he had his AirPods in. And then at one point, Doug comes up and is like, what did Doug's like, oh, are you making trouble? I'm like, yeah, we're twins. And I go, Doug, maybe he could come over and you could wash his dreadlocks too.
I think when
that
you
was rude. Why
you said,
you don't want to wash his hair for him because he's black?
No, you said we're twins. I'm like, you don't look like twins.
I think we have the same hair.
Anyway, so now we have fun, and hopefully everybody takes it in good fun. And
we could be fraternal twins.
Oh. Mama got some splaining to do.
I watched a thing recently where a woman was pregnant in 2 separate uteruses. So she was pregnant.
I thought you only had one uterus.
She had 2. She had like a deformity. Yeah, where she had 2 uteruses. And
that would make a good porno.
She didn't know. She didn't know, and she didn't know she was having.
Oh, she had like a week and a half apart.
She had one baby. She had one. She delivered one. she was expecting one baby, and then came back in, and there were 2 more. It was fucking crazy. Like, how do you not know that there's 3 babies in there? But
what are they? George and Sandy? They're not
I don't know, but they're all here. I think George and Sandy knew about their triplets.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
And they didn't run away. And George and Sandy are like role models for empty nester lifestyle.
No, they don't, because Alex came back.
Well, we like Alex.
We definitely like Alex, but
they've been jet setting. They've been
to food.
Haven't they been to London twice now?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
What do they go to London for? Just for fun?
They love London. They love it.
They just like going.
They have it down. Like and of course George calls me from all the Clash destinations, and
I think they're using
stuff.
credit card miles.
Oh, they hopefully they do that. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so.
Well, we're supposed to go with them at some point. So.
To London?
Yeah.
I can't walk down the street. I'm going to walk in. Okay.
Oh, put you on a horse or something. That's what they do with the queen.
Going to have to go. Yes, that's exactly me. The queen. I think that me going on a clunky horse would be pornographic because I can't wear a bra. It hurts too much.
Clunky horse bra.
Clunky horse bra? Who's going to sell that? Victoria's Secret? Maybe like
there's an audience for it.
The 18-hour bra.
There's always an audience for something like that.
Farmer's Best. Farmer's Best bra by for women, for big titty bitches.
It's made of corduroy.
No one wants a bra made of
a burlap sack.
No one wants a bra made of corduroy. Oh, somebody is the Rousers, New York City, are in his house.
I actually was listening to a little Rousers today. I was listening to a little Jungalina.
I don't know who Jungalina is, and I'm sure she's lovely. And I'm very proud of you for finishing your album, Douglas.
It's a good album.
Finish your fucking album. By the way, I'm done giving a shit what anybody thinks. And if people think I'm a nagging bitch, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. But when I save your life, which I have done, or I change your life, which I have done a bajillion times.
Are you talking about me?
Or I inspire you.
Other people.
Or I help you in some fucking way. You're welcome. And you could never talk to me again. And still, you're welcome. Because I love people.
That's a tirade.
And I hate them too.
It's a tirade.
Yeah, but it's a dialed back tirade because I'm super baked.
Oh.
I'm very chill right now. Thank God. I'd have a heart attack otherwise. So
okay.
All right. So you have something?
I have a few things here. I don't know what order I'm going to bring them up, but I'm just going to bring them up.
I do want to talk about my ass and my pussy being on fire today at some point.
Oh, that always. Oh, maybe that's for later. That's like for after. That's or marital hate after dark.
Maybe while you're in the process of loading something.
No, I have them all loaded. All right. So, Stacey started watching the what is this? Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, I want that file when you're done.
And so. This woman here, Felicity Huffman, was you might remember that she was in a scandal for trying to get her kids into a school, and they were trying to get into like UCLA or something like that. And it was her and the girl from Full House got in a lot of trouble because they were trying to pull strings.
She served 11 days in prison.
Oh well, she's anyway. So we taped this little segment from the show where she's trying to get her twin boys into a school.
Your kids both went to Bartlett Academy. Yes. We need you to recommend Porter and Preston. We can't even get an interview.
Oh, you want me to recommend the twins?
Yes, you can tell them how beautiful they have the boys are.
So you want me to lie?
Yeah, I thought that was understood.
Well, it's just that I'm very well respected at Bartlett, and my word won't be good there anymore.
Yes, but by the time they realize their mistake, we'll be in. You're not having any more kids. What do you care?
Well, I had hoped someday to get my grandchildren into Bartlett, but I suppose that doesn't matter to you, does it?
It really doesn't.
So good.
So when maybe that's where she got the idea from.
Why didn't we see that back then?
That would have been fucking nobody pulled it out during the trial either.
So yeah. Too bad the defense didn't have this evidence.
We could mail it in now. We can blow that case wide open.
Prosecution.
This was kind of an awesome thing that my friend George sent me here. I need to play this for you. Jesus takes out the drummer.
How about that? We're gonna take this one home.
Nobody checks on him the whole time.
Who cares?
Nobody checks on him.
Twisted Art Lady says, "Hey."
What's up?
Tracy says, "That sounds delightful." I don't know.
Oh, I
what
think
sounds
that was
delightful.
the story for later.
Oh, okay.
Your stuff on
oh
fire.
shit, the show must go on.
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
I can't believe nobody even checked on him. He could have been killed under there.
You know what? I think if
But he
you're
would have risen.
if you're a holy roller and you get hit by a church, it might be like freak you out, or maybe it's a gift from God.
Entirely possible. So I have some photos here to share. This came across my thing today.
That is the dumbest thing.
New White Claw with 0% alcohol.
I don't even like White Claw.
So it's not good to begin with.
It had like.
And what is this,
one.
malted water? Like, I don't know what the hell this is. It's just terrible. And so here's my thing.
Well, we haven't tried it, so we really can't say that.
Well,
but it seems stupid.
You know,
it seems so stupid that we aren't inclined to try it. But if there's a free sample at Costco, we will try it.
There is Polar Seltzer back here, which is delightful. Worcester, Mass, by the way. So my after seeing this, I'm thinking about the meeting that they had. Some data guy comes in. Well, 100% of the people drink liquids that have 0 alcohol. Oh my God, that's an untapped market, James. We should come up with a White Claw that's 0 alcohol.
So here's my thing. I think that there's a lot of people that are sober, but they go to events and they want to look like they're drinking, so they feel like they're a part of it.
Yeah.
So there's a big movement towards sober drinks.
Sober drinks, right? Okay.
And there's a lot of places that are even opening like sober bars or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So
I encourage the sobriety of it all. I just don't particularly like.
I don't need to spend $12 on.
Like if I would have something non-alcohol. Oh my God, I would love like a non. Oh my God, that's what we should do.
What's that?
Like I would love like a non-alcoholic mojito or a non-alcoholic. I don't know,
something or other,
margarita or like whatever.
All right, I'm fine with that. Next, this is one I grabbed for Stacy. Blink your eyes fast, and you will see the hidden message. And once you do, you can't unsee it.
Oh yeah, I see it right away.
I don't know if anybody's seeing it out there. I actually see it on the thumbnail better than that.
Really?
Can you see it on the thumbnail?
I can see it better from here. From the right. Yeah. But it says obey.
It's pretty cool. Then a little slice of Florida, which I sent to our.
Was it really from Florida?
It says what in the Florida? I think this was.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was Florida. Because people will say what in the Florida about anywhere.
Well, you can't read the plate up here. So here's the thing.
Hang on, the plate's up top.
Yeah, it is
you
maybe
might be able to do it.
Potentially orange.
So it's in mine. You might be able to see it.
So here's my thing on this.
No palm trees.
I sent this to our friend Todd, who's our lawnmower repairman, who's par excellence.
Lawnmower man.
And I sent it to him, and he made the astute observation. He goes, "That's not even the only mower in that trunk."
Oh, look at that!
Because you got like one out here. So yeah, that's crazy. So anyway,
he does everything with his little Volvo. He has a Volvo wagon,
and he's got like a little
tray on the back, and he's got everything
on
it.
And then finally, this was how paper is made.
Empty. My nose is burning.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of my nose burning, you almost done?
Yeah, this is my last one, but I thought that was pretty fun.
Well, on a related note, today I took a bath and I had some rose bath oil that I had ordered. So I put a few drops in with my Epsom salts, and I'm in the tub, and I'm like, oh, Nolan's coming. So he'll use that bathroom while he's here. I better shave my legs and whatnot. So one way to avoid bumps in your bikini area when you shave is to use a scrub on them. So I used my brown sugar scrub from Trader Joe's, which, by the way, it's a
pumpkin scrub.
It's pumpkin scrub, but it smells like brown sugar.
It smells delicious.
It smells so good. And the hibiscus one I used to get, I can't get anymore, which is breaking my heart. It was like coconut hibiscus. It smells so good. And so they just stopped making it. And so, excuse me, if anybody knows of a organic body scrub that smells like coconut, I would love it. Or if you have a recipe, oh my God, I would love you forever.
It's called coconut aminos.
You're a coconut amino. I'm not going to put coconut aminos all over my body. I'll smell like soy sauce all day. So I did the scrub and I shaved my legs, my armpits, and I sit on the side of the tub to shave my puss. And And no, so it has the rose oil on it,
Mhm.
and it has the pumpkin scrub on it,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden my whole area just starts burning. Puss and asshole burning for days. So I was like, my asshole is burning. My asshole is burning. That doesn't even blink when I
I was on
say
a
these
conference
things.
call.
Seriously, you guys, there really needs to be cameras in this house. And then he's like, oh, it was the other one.
No, I told you to go take a shower, and maybe that would help because you took a bath and then did your business after that. But then you could have rinsed off in the shower.
Yeah, but no, it was there and then it cooled down. Does it look irritated?
No, it does not look good. But I'm sure the cool night air is helping.
It's helping. I just showed my. Did I say? Oh, did we say it says obey?
Yeah.
Trey sees it, and Twisted Sam sees it, and then yeah. So what was I saying?
Talking about your burning situation.
I had a burning situation in my post. So anyway, it's gone. It's better now, but don't combine those two things. But I will tell you, if you ever see the pumpkin body scrub or any body scrub at Trader Joe's that looks good, stock up on them because they sell out. I didn't get the Christmas one. I'm really bummed about it. But also, don't get something with artificial fragrance. You really need to read the ingredients. So if it has essential oil, it's probably okay.
Parfum.
But if it has perfume or fragrance, unless it says it's natural fragrance, no bueno. And they're actually talking about how it's the new secondhand smoke is fragrance, and it's in everything. I mean, how hard we've even bought trash bags and had to throw them out because they had, and we could have returned them. I mean, how many things have we been like, oh, it's not worth going back to the store to return this?
Like that's how they get you.
Yeah. Oh, Amazon. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. Actually, we have an extra life preserver right now. I think I only paid for 2 though, so that works out. Trace says, "Good to know. Thanks for taking one for the team to learn that hard lesson."
I have another lesson that people.
What? I want to put the rose oil in my hair.
Never coat your bathing suit area with baking soda and then pour vinegar on it. You don't want to do that.
What if I put like patchouli and some dreadlocks and rose in the rest of them?
You're gonna smell like a flower fest, and the birds out here are gonna peck at your head. Which actually sounded a lot like Peckerhead.
I think.
What do we? Anybody over there?
It's just the Rousers, and well, Christina was here for a sec, and she left because she's goes to bed at like 8
She's been sleeping for 4 hours.
They like get up every morning and walk on the beach together. It's so sweet.
Oh, must be nice.
And then she does her Peloton.
Ooh,
It's actually a bicycle, but
what was this?
I don't know.
What is this bongos? Peloton bongos are the new
honestly,
rage. You bongo along with the class.
Like there's so many things. Like I just like really like them, and they do like they're doing empty nesting right. Like that's like I think empty nesters need other empty nester friends to show them how to be empty nesters. Like I feel like empty nesters are like teenagers again.
But they have she has parents that come to visit. Which is like the reverse of empty
so
nest.
That's the other thing. There's a lot of us that are empty nesters living in Florida, and we have visitors. Like that's basically the Florida jam, is you're an empty nester living in Florida.
Yeah, right.
Like that's, I don't know what, and some of the people are snowbirds, but like I'd say 75% of the population right now is an empty nester living in Florida.
75? I don't think it's that high.
In the winter?
I don't know. I still, that seems very steep.
So,
but yeah, who knows? I don't know.
And of course, I'm saying the snowbirds live here in the winter, even though fuck the snowbirds. Not fuck the snowbirds. I want to be one, but yeah, it is what it is. I want an RV. And so snowbirds. What else did I have? Snowbirds.
Population.
Homo erectus. I don't know. Snowbirds.
Australopithecus. Gigantopithecus.
I don't even know what I was talking about. I did have
robustus.
Burning yourself in the privates. Don't do that.
Don't do that. And don't use a curling iron down there. I don't know if that's another thing that was. I
wouldn't recommend that. Today I am sad to tell you that I cannot get a helper monkey. I don't think. It looks like they only give them to paraplegics, and sadly, those bastards get all the cool stuff.
Well, they probably need them the most.
Yeah, they do. I mean, in a serious tote, they need them the most. It's not like they're just giving away monkeys, but one of the biggest problems I have is dropping things. And
We could install rubber floors.
and I would like
Bounces
somebody
right
to let
back
me know
up.
about my heart rate so I could do things before I all faked out. Oh, I just wanted to know if you would rather have your dick or Steph Diggs' dick.
I don't want to mess with Steph until he's done playing because I want him to use that
You wanna
big dick
preserve
energy
You want to preserve
for the
his
Buffalo
penis.
Bills. I just want, I want him to.
If you haven't watched, the other night we did a podcast where we did about 3 minutes about Steph Diggs' dick. That was on Monday night.
Well, he wears those white uniform
There was
pants.
there was a white uniform pants, and he weren't wearing no cup.
I don't think he could fit in
He
a
would have
cup.
needed a serving bowl. I'm saying.
Or
So
some
yeah,
sort of,
some sort of nonsense.
Anyway, I want him to be out there doing his thing with his energy.
I just thought about something.
What's that?
I hope Charlie's okay. It's got to be getting cold.
It's been a while since we've heard from him. When have you heard? You heard from a New
The
Year's?
last two times I talked to him, he was kind of a dick.
11 days
So
ago.
that's how our
Well, he's
relationship
cold.
has
That's
worked
why
for the
he's
last
upset.
15 years.
He's not-
Well, and he
he's
has
not
no
all
body
friendly
fat.
when
I'm
he's-
worried about him.
He's not all friendly.
I'm gonna message him tomorrow. Remind me to message him tomorrow.
All
If
right,
not,
message
I'm
him
gonna
tomorrow.
have to get one of y'all to go
Wellness
check
check.
on his bony ass. That would be delightful.
Can we
if you
see
could.
his Can we see his dome from Google Earth?
Probably not.
Because those things like update like every month or so, right?
Do they?
Well, maybe not every
You
month.
can't see it from the street. Can't see it from the street. It's way back.
It's funny.
It's
Some
14 acres.
satellite ones update, but the street ones don't update that regularly because they have to physically drive around. She's doing it. She's looking it up.
Middle. Tell them something else.
I don't have anything else to tell.
Hang on.
Mm.
You had other things to talk about.
I could go back to my
Oh,
notes. I
so
don't-
Diggs' dick. So what would you want to remove it later?
No, I don't know. I don't want it. My wife is happy with my dick, and I don't need to change
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I would have to leave you. I don't want to leave you.
We need to have a question
Well-
a day. Like you hit the lottery. What's the one insane thing that you're buying? Like,
Well,
is it something insane? Like I would buy a DeLorean, or
we
would
have
it
been
be like
asking.
something
We
like
have been asking questions online. As a matter of fact, I asked people about their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
You could pull that up on Facebook and see what people had to say.
Nobody said anything.
But I'm trying to pull this up.
All right, you pull that up.
People said things.
All right, let's go to Facebook.
What do you do? You're one of the Facebook. Well, why don't you do it through your phone?
I was just going through here.
Yeah, but then we can't see ourselves on camera.
Well, I can go. I do not see. I don't know. Let me see. Did you make a resolution for New Year's? There are 7 comments.
Yeah, so that's something.
We have Todd said I made a resolution never to make any resolutions.
Well,
Tom Milmore did not make any resolutions. Todd Alvey, so far so good. My resolution was to get rid of this cold, and he's almost there. And Anne says I don't know anyone who has kept a New Year's resolution. I made mine before the new year, but she didn't say what it was. So now we don't know. So now the whole world will not know ever in the history of ever.
You cannot see. But I'll pull it up.
That's thickly wooded right there. No, don't pull that up. You don't talk.
Well, I'm not going to show the street. I'm just going to do a screenshot.
It's trees.
Well, yeah, but people should see what trees look like. It's exciting to see trees.
What trees look like?
Not giving away his address for fuck's sake.
445 Happy Bird Terrace.
What the hell is it?
I want to live on Happy Bird Terrace with my birds, my little
You have to
my
open it.
my pool screen birds.
Well, what kind of pool screen birds? I don't know if we're supposed to have them.
I need to shop for birds. I mean, I need.
Okay,
to,
y'all want to see this? He owns all of that whole thing there, and his little dome's in here. So if you could find him,
Is that a pond?
yep, he had it stocked. It might even be like a little. You can't scroll on this, but it might even be like a little bit more than that. Anyway, that's where he lives, and good for him. His parents left him. They owned a farm, and they left him a bunch of land, and he's living off the land. And I'm a little worried about him in this cold weather. He's quite the character, guys. I keep waiting to have him on the show. Oh, what else do we have? I don't know if Charlie's ever flown on a plane. Yeah, he must have.
He was down in Florida at some point.
Yeah, but he drove down. But I mean, other points in his life, like with band or something. Oh, so Trace said she stopped making resolutions or just because she just disappoints herself. What I do is I resolve to fail more, and I have already failed more significantly this year. And when I fail more, I meet my resolution because I have failed, and then also I have usually learned something. So I'm pretty happy about that. I try to learn from my mistakes. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for birds for sale.
Okay, well, we'll buy
I don't know the names of those things.
It's 9:15. It's 9:15. So let's wrap up.
Okay.
So
We're
Tracy
gonna do
says,
a wrap to end the night.
looks like a sperm that came out of his big worm. There's your rhyme. You want me to tell you one more time?
Rapping.
Rapping. Old white people.
Oh, white people rapping.
You know who we are? We are Cracker Assortment. That should be the name of our band.
Cracker Assortment.
Cracker Assortment. Oh, God. See, I had other things I wanted to talk about. I never even got that
And you
far.
never got to them? What were the other things?
There's other things. We don't have time. It's 9:12. I'm high. I have the munchies, but I'm afraid to eat food. My lips are feeling very dry. And, you know, I've already had enough problems with my pussy and my asshole today. So thank you so much for coming tonight. We are always, always, always so grateful for you. It just means the world to us when you, it would mean even more to us if you could tell people about the podcast or follow us on the socials. Why is the banner not up tonight?
The banner should have been up.
It
It was up.
If you follow us on the socials, we would really appreciate it, and we will follow you back. If we can support you in any way, we would love to know how. If you want to come on the podcast, and you're local, or if you have something that maybe you want us to like promote, like we're happy to support you however we can. Unless you're doing something that's like really bad, then we wouldn't. We can't support that. Yeah. But like that racist lady that came on one night.
No, she's not coming back.
We're doing that. She ain't coming back. We didn't even have time to block her. She beat us to it. Thank you so much, Todd and John Fedora and Brian and of course Tracy.
Oh, John was here?
Yeah, he was.
And
Vitamin C and Kristen and the Rousers and oh God, who else was there? Oh, Twisted Art Lady Sam. Thank you so much for coming. And I already got Brian. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming and supporting us. We really appreciate you guys. You're amazing. And it's so funny too, because it's like when we always try to do whatever we can to help whoever. Like obviously, especially our friends, but anybody that we can help out, we want to help out. And like sometimes it's felt like people have taken advantage of us. But it's like, well, we're happy that we help them out. But it's like what we're learning now is, some people like really don't support us as much as we thought we did because they haven't even tried to watch the podcast. And it's not for everybody. We get that, but like, just check it out. And
it's not for families.
It might, much like myself, this podcast is not for everyone, but somebody will find you and think that you're adorable. So Doug, for whatever reason, has lost his mind and he thinks I'm sweet. So maybe tell like your crazy uncle, hey, you should watch this podcast. They're crazy like you. Or maybe you tell your pastor and he prays for us. Don't you think that if like a nice priest watched, like some pastors, I don't know if priests can be nice, but some pastors watch our podcast, don't you think that they would pray for us?
Probably, definitely.
Nice. You would pray for us. We need that for sure. I'm thankful that my friend Christina helped. Oh, I called that chiropractor. I have not heard back about trying to get an appointment. Hoping to get in. Thank you for Christina for helping me with that. And thank you just for calling me and chatting with me today. I'm grateful. I had a shrink appointment today. It was really helpful. And I'm thankful my pussy is no longer burning. And I'm thankful.
I think we're all grateful for that.
Thankful that Nolan's coming this weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
And I'm thankful that I don't know. Pretty much life is good.
In general.
Cheap technology.
Yeah.
Life in general. Thank you, life.
Tracy is thankful that it's her Friday, and thankful that and hopeful that I might be able to sleep tonight. I am thankful for you guys. I miss the podcast when we don't meet your awesome company and bring the laughs. I'm telling you, put on a TED Talk you're not interested in, you'll fall right to sleep.
Yeah, but then you'll have it like play over and over again, and it will go into your dreams.
You can.
I put sleep meditations on. They really help, and I take deep breaths. But you have I feel like if you have a sleep routine that's like this is what we do when we sleep, where it's like you've gotten some exercise. I take an Epsom salt bath. You could do the magnesium oil, maybe some lavender. Some lavender too. You could do what's the tea, like have some sort of tea, like chamomile tea or whatever that might help put you to sleep. Put something in your diffuser, have some, and phenobutt, but the powder is better than the capsules. The capsules take
maybe
longer,
get a bird for your screen
you
porch.
Get a bird for your porch. That might be fun.
Yeah.
And then the temperature, the bed, like it's all got to be just right.
So nice.
You're a princess. You deserve to have nothing but pee.
You know what you don't want. You don't want that pumpkin scrub and the rose oil in your bed.
No,
then
but you've got to get cozy.
Fire.
You've got to do what you got to do. A lot of times people are magnesium at bedtime can help a lot. Because a lot of people are magnesium deficient, and you wake up in the middle of the night because your electrolytes are so imbalanced.
Oh.
No, seriously, I wake up. Do you know I wake up every morning around 5, and I have to take salt because
thirsting.
Salt. Or it's usually between 4 and 5. Salt. I take a scoop of salt and throw it in my mouth. Tracy says she's laughing her ass off, which I'm glad you are laughing. And I want you to, and she says she loves chamomile tea, so it's even better. Actually, if you have any digestive issues at all, add some dandelion. Chamomile and dandelion, they go well together, and it'll help with your digestive tract. You can maybe even add a little lemon and honey.
You know what'd be great about dandelion tea? It's you make it and then it got foam on the top, and you got to blow it like blowing a dandelion.
I would love to do that. Have a little tradition that after the podcast that we have some sort of fancy beverage like tea or hot chocolate or
I need
cocktails.
to decompress because this is so intense.
That's what I'm saying. To have a nice
a
warm beverage,
like a ritual.
And after a post podcast ritual of warm beverage and snack.
Oh.
We already have snacks. We just don't have a warm beverage.
Yeah.
I just want a beverage. But a special beverage. I need my lemonade. I get that.
All right.
But I want to have a special beverage.
A special beverage. Okay. We'll
it's like a cocktail hour.
All right. We'll think about. We'll think on that. We'll look. Anybody has a nice hot beverage recipe?
Maybe we could have our beverage and snack on the podcast.
Yeah, these people. We don't want to show off for that fancy beverage.
But they would like it if we did that though, because then it would be like a recipe time.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe start doing that.
Well, let us know.
That might be a fun thing to do. If you guys have recipe ideas, let us know. Doug, tell them some things you're grateful for. Meaning, if you say hot water, I will throw you in the pool.
I am grateful for the suggestion that my wife made to pull out the electric blanket because it was a little chilly in the house today as temps dipped down into the lower 60s within the house.
And you were
wrong.
Oh, good job.
And now I am right. And now I am warm.
I am thankful that Doug is able to admit he was wrong this time. Go ahead.
I like to tough it out though. That was why I was putting up such a thing. I was like, I'm just gonna tough it out.
You're being stupid.
Yeah.
And I hate turning the heat on because it gets my allergies all fucked
up.
So unless it's
weird.
really cold,
yeah.
we don't do it.
It's probably a dead bird up in the heater.
Maybe. Tracy says fancy drink recipe times. Right?
Although, we were talking last night about the Baileys and the this and the that, and I was thinking, we need to get that, and we didn't get that.
We could start doing that. We could start doing a fancy beverage every day. We should do the same beverage, an alcoholic version or a non-alcoholic version,
and then have a contest.
And then you would become an alcoholic.
And then no, we won't tell you who's drinking which. Well, I'm not going to do that. So,
we could just make non-alcoholic. But let's do that. Let's make cool non-alcoholic drinks.
It is a different cold in the South. It's uncalled for.
And the heat is worse because I don't like forced hot air. You want
yeah.
this is what middle age is. Middle age is knowing why you want cast iron radiators, why they're the best heat. Don't you think?
Why are they the best heat?
Cast iron?
Yeah, why is that?
Because you don't have the allergens from the forced hot air.
Yeah, but they get all dust on them and stuff.
Not if you dust them.
Yeah.
Not in my family. My grandfather had not only metal covers made, but then glass put on top of the metal covers to protect the metal covers.
Yeah, right. To protect the metal cover, sure.
They had glass on everything.
Glass
Everything.
as a
Windowsill.
protectant.
Glass on the windowsills.
So, anyways, I was thankful for that. I was thankful for the lovely dinner we had tonight. It was fantastic.
Toast.
Sourdough toast we had for dinner.
My
It was
tummy is all
delightful.
fucked up. It was literally like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra up in this bitch. They were like, blah, blah, blah. Look, feel it. Push.
It's going blah blah blah.
Push hard.
Is it going blah blah blah? Yeah, it's going blah blah blah.
No,
It's
it's
hard.
hard.
I know it's hard. I felt it.
It's weird. You're not
You-
supposed to have
you're
a belly
a
erection,
weirdo.
but here we are.
No.
Did you say anything you were thankful
I
for?
did. I said thankful for the dinner. I was thankful for this blanket. I was thankful for a good day of work and a good meeting and some extra direction that I needed and some extra hours.
Good stuff. Tracy says, I'm very sorry your tummy is all messed up. Thank you, my friend. I wish my friend Lynn was here to put a hose on my butt, but here we are. I love you guys.
I'm gonna
I'll
have
talk
to do it.
soon. By the way, we haven't booked a hotel for next weekend.
We gotta figure that out.
Okay. Bye. Love
See
you
ya.
guys. See you tomorrow.